Sometimes the weather just doesn't cooperate with you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you got to roll with the punches. Going out for a walk right now is not going to be ideal because we're having thunderstorms galore, lightning, thunderstorms everywhere. And as much as I love Mother Nature and I love watching the storms, I don't actually want to walk in it. So let's just do our video here. And I'm going to talk about three of the things that I love about Florida weather, the storms included. Welcome back to Fab 50s Florida, everyone, where I talk about my journey from New York, moving to Central Florida to the Winter Garden area. And today I'm going to talk about the weather, the three of my favorite things about the weather here compared to New York and the weather here just in general. So, a lot of people complain about the weather here, especially the heat, but what I want to talk about are the positives. There's so many great things when it comes to weather in all different areas of the world. But here in Florida, the weather is, in my opinion, pretty fantastic. Number one, the winters here are the highlight. I could not stand the cold in New York, and I was fully done with it. So, mild winters here, enjoying the outdoors, being outside with a little sweater on, and just being able to soak up the sunshine in the winter. Like knowing that it was January, February, and up north in New York, I would hear people talk about the snow that they were getting, how many inches they had to shovel out of, or how long the commute was driving to work in the slush and the ice. And no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. Winters here are perfection. Crisp, clean, clear air, blue skies, lots of clouds. Not a lot of rain, but really wonderful winters. Number two, the sunshine. I love the sunshine, even in the summer when it's super hot. I know a lot of people think that it gets too hot, and I'm not going to lie, right? I'm not a sadist. I don't necessarily want to be where it is 95 degrees with 95% humidity. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to melt and sweat and turn beet red just like anyone else. However, I will take that any day over the cold, any day. As long as I'm hydrated and I have enough sunblock on and I'm taking care of myself. But being in the cold in New York, that was so miserable to the point that I could not wait to get in the house. You'd pull up after work from your warm, toasty car and you'd look at the front door and think, oh my gosh, how many steps is that? How cold is it going to be? How much snow do I have to trek through? So, not fun. Wanted to make sure that you got in as soon as possible. Third thing is the gardening, the absolute wonderful way that you can garden and grow so many different things here. You literally take a stick and you plant it in the ground, and there you go. Voila, you have a plant. In New York, it did not work like that. You had to care for everything, wrap everything as soon as it got too cold, make sure that you were fertilizing it just at the right time, and make sure that you kept it warm enough but not too warm. And while I will say that we had some wonderful plants there that I cannot grow here because they do need to hibernate. Here, it's just all year. It's a question of what grows better in the hot weather in the summer and what grows better all year. But it takes no real green thumb. I have an entire thing, an entire section of succulents. I'll go through maybe all of my plants one day and talk about how much I love gardening and I love plants. But you barely have to do anything here. They just kind of thrive on their own, which is absolutely wonderful. To the point where I'm bringing plants back from New York that either my daughter can't take care of or that I find up there that are not going to do well. And I put them in a pot, stick them in the ground, and they're like, oh, this is wonderful. I love it here. Look at that sun. Look at the perfect conditions, and they bloom, and they blossom, and they thrive. So I love the weather. I love the sunshine. I love gardening. I love all of it. And I even love the storms. The storms that come are pretty magnificent. They come in, they go out, so it'll be, sunny, nice, breezy, fluffy white clouds, and then all of a sudden, a big storm comes in. But it's kind of fun. They're exciting to watch and a little awe-inspiring. But I love them anyway. So the sounds, sights, the smells, after a good rain, knowing that our lake is filling up and the plants are loving it, soaking it up. Those are some of my favorite things about the weather here in Winter Garden. So come along and join us on the journey for Fab 50s Florida and tell us, what do you love about the weather in your area? What's your favorite thing? Talk soon.